Hello, so on wireframing, and we are doing on assignment 4, talking about using an existing system as the design and exercise. So let's go ahead and click on this little link here. And let's see, so we are doing using existing system. So we're going to set up a Figma file with some basic components. The beginning of a defined system that can scale with a product. Use these basic elements, much like Lego bricks, to piece together a series of app scenes. There are buttons, icons, images, colors, and type styles for us to use. Your constraint is only to use them and not introduce additional elements of the same kind. With the exception of photos. Don't feel obligated to use every element. For example, there are a few photos for you to use, but you don't have to if they don't fit with your product. So create 10 app scenes that work together consistently, feeling like one cohesive experience. To be clear, you can make this whatever you want. With these elements, I recommend emphasizing the work that you've done already in other exercises, but it's not necessary. So that's what we're going to do. It says 10 app scenes. We might do 10. We might do a lesser number. Okay, so we're here. We already got 3 right here. I'm the worst at that. Let's just do this button right here. Zoom to 100%. And where'd it go? I lost it. There it is. And I swear there was a way to navigate this, within the same page. I just can't figure out how to get it done. Like, you can move this. It's not wanting to let me. Unless, I think there's something here. So I'm going to pause this instead of you watching me fuddle around. I figured it out. So on the left-hand side, you see where it says login screen, like for one of our pages here. Click on that and it selects everything underneath. I was trying to do something that's similar earlier, but not in quite this way, and this is the way evidently it works. And so after everything is selected under one of the screens, you can drag it, and then it follows you. So the login screen is going to be first, and then I'm going to close all of that up, and then I'm going to click the home screen, and then that's going to be second. Put some space in between. And I'm going to go ahead and move this up here just for consistency purposes, and that didn't work. Alt Z. Try this again. Okay, I want it, and then when I close that, make it home. And then the clothing page, same thing. If you were in my last JavaScript class, you may remember us playing with something called Metaverse, creating an augmented reality app. And I can't remember exactly how deep we got into that, but if you remember that there was a layout, like if you had several buttons, we kind of did the layout according with the buttons. So we might do something similar to this here. So I'm going to go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. Zoom to 100. Evidently, that's not what I want. Let's try zoom to 50. Okay, that works better. Okay, so let's just do 6. The assignment said 10. I'm not going to make 10. We're going to do 6. So we already got 3 right here. We only need 3 more to go. And let's do that with this other 2 items and maybe something else.
Lay on the couch.
Okay. Alaska, down.
Good job.
So my son just gave the puppy a bath, and that did not go over well. Anyways, let's go ahead and connect these. So when we got login, And if you remember, we did this before with the store. I lost the login thing. Yeah, I don't know. So we're doing the connections. So log in, and we're going to go to prototype, and our interaction is going to be on tap because this is on a mobile app, and it's going to go. So once somebody logs in, they're going to go to this website or to this page. And why did that not work? Alt Z to undo. Click on that. On tap. Oh, it's going to go to navigate to home screen. There we go. So it looks like you have to do it on this side and not just like we did on Metaverse. So on this right here, once I click on clothing, and this, I may need to separate these into 3 separate text boxes. Okay, so we have one, and like I was saying, I may need to make this into 3 different text boxes. But right now we have clothing going to this scene for the clothing page. So let's go ahead and do a hit play.
She's wanting to go outside.
What? Okay, so let's. Okay, that did not do what I wanted to do. It went on the second screen. Set first. So let's go back here. So what do I need to do here? Starting, okay. So the starting screen, it needs to be the login screen. Okay, so now let's try this.
Put the only logs in here.
Okay, there's our login screen. Got all the stuff that we asked for. Click on login. Then it goes to the spirit store, and then click on clothing, and then it goes to that. And that's as far as we've gotten so far. So let's add 3 more for this assignment. And before I forget, let me go ahead and edit this. And this is right here. Okay. Only need to create 6 scenes, not 10. Okay. Per the assignment instructions. Okay. So let's go back in here. So we got our prototype working, pretty decently right now. Rock it down. Okay, so we need to add 3 more scenes for the 6-scene assignment. And I'm going to actually move these closer together.
Sit.
All right.
He gets different kinds of treats.
Who? I already gave him his medicine. Oh, okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and keep on going. And just to make it easy, we are going to copy this clothing page. So let's go ahead and select this clothing page on the left-hand side, Control C, Control V. And we're going to name that gifts page. And we're going to do one for the technology supplies, Control C, Control V. And we're going to name that technology supplies. And I'm going to move this around. This is kind of, I was referring to the metaverse where we did the augmented reality thing. I'm going to make it so it's like on top of each other. So let's go ahead and click on technology supplies. Going to move that all the way down. And you see how that arrow's coming? I do need to change that text box to 3 separate text boxes. We're going to click on the gifts page, and we're going to drag this down. Need to drag it more. And then this is the clothing page. Okay, so let's go ahead and fix this. And I'm going to get rid of these. Let me go ahead and make this bigger. Get rid of that. Make that smaller. And then what I'm going to do is Control C, Control V. There we go. Rename this to gifts. Control C, Control V. And you can see it was created because there's 2 gifts right there. Just there we go. And technology supplies. What's the last one? And watch out, Spot. So let's go ahead and connect those. So clothing is going to go to on tap on the right hand side. I'm on a prototype. On tap is going to navigate to clothing page. And you can see it makes an arrow to this clothing page tab. The gifts, it's going to on tap, navigate to gifts, which it goes down to right here. And technology supplies, on tap, it's going to navigate to technology supplies, which is already right. Okay. So let's go ahead and make this blue, okay, indicating that it's a link. So it's design. I think it's stroke. One stroke. Maybe it was fill. Soup blue. Yeah, it was fill. Wrong blue. Not blue. And let's just go ahead and keep this whole arrow thing that we got going on. If we're going to do it for one, we need to do them for all for the consistency that we've been talking about. Let's get down. Okay. And just like I said, for consistency purposes, Control C, Control V. We're going to do this. So we're on a gifts page. So let's see what Hocking College Bookstore has for their gifts. Let's go to their gifts. They got a Tumblr. Let's copy that. Right click on it, copy image. And Control V to paste that in there. And it did not capture it. Control Z to undo that. Let's try this again. Gifts, right click, copy image, right click, or just do Control V. Okay, so we got one of the gift items in here. It's a little bit big for this, so I'm going to shrink it down a little bit using on the right hand side under design and see what that does. Okay, that's good enough for right now. And what's the description on this? It is a Maui Fusion tumbler. It's going to go ahead and copy that. just want to make this so I can see a little bit better. Zoom to fit. Nope, that's not what I want. Zoom to 100, maybe. Just want to see it. Okay. So copy that and paste what I just copied. What, was there a color on here? Okay, here's colors. Okay. Paste that in there. So obviously we got to kind of move things around. There we go. That's good enough. Get rid of that royal blue. There we go. And the price of it is what, $16.99. Moving what I don't want it to move. There we go. I need to make this bigger. 150. That's better. Okay, let's get another gift on here. Let's do, is there any other other than tumblers? What else I got? Let's do a lanyard. Copy the image. Click on there. Paste the image in there. And we are going to do, that's not it. Just going to put Hawking College lanyards. And what color do they come in? They come in that's a lot of colors. Let's just do a few of them. Let's do gold, royal, teal. Yeah, that's a lot of different selection opportunities there. We would put something like this. We would probably put, I want to make that multiple colors available. And then we would probably make it a link to something else, like whenever they actually have to make the purchase. And this would be $2.89. Okay. And let's do this one right here, which is the technology supplies. So let's see what they have under technology supplies. They have a badge holder, clip it case. Let's go ahead and do one of these. The badge holder, copy image. And yeah, technology supplies is the one we're in. And click on that and Control V to paste it. And it was a badge holder. We're just going to put multiple colors on that, like we did with the lanyards. Control Z because it's not doing what I want it to do. Looks like I got something copied in there. So let's go ahead and delete that. And now I'll do it. Multiple lanyards. No, multiple colors, sorry. And the price is $2.23. $2.23. And let's see, let's grab another one. Earbuds with a clip-it case. Earbuds and clip-it case. So copy that. There. Paste that in there. And it doesn't fit the size that we have. So on the right-hand side, going to change the width of this to, I don't know, maybe 75. Oh, that didn't do what I wanted to do. Undo. Not quite sure why it's not doing what I expected, but we'll just go ahead and go with it. If we were going to make this, that's not a very good picture. We would do a different picture anyways. Earbuds and clip-it case. We'll kind of center this up a little bit more. There we go. And it comes in blue or black. And they are how much? $4.79. Okay. So we got these 3 screens added. One for the clothing page, one was gifts page, and then the one's technology pages. So to keep consistency, we can see right here, these don't look like links. And I need to, and they're all one, so I need to fix that. Yeah, so I need to fix this here. Because instead of 3 individual text blocks, they're one and a big text block, which is not what we want. So let's go ahead and fix that. First things first, fix that. And go ahead, Control C, Control V. And we're going to do gifts. And Control C, Control V. And we're going to do technology supplies. It doesn't look like it's lined up, but it says it is, so I'm going to assume it is. So clothing, remember we were making it blue, and it has an underline. And same thing with gifts. It was underlined. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to fix this. The color is going to be blue. And it's going to have underline. And this one's going to have underline. And the color is going to be blue. And let's go ahead and this is not do, maybe we will, maybe we won't, but let's not do the little yellow triangles on these little pages that it's going to, just for differentiation purposes. Let's go ahead and finish up on here. Okay, so I did separate these, yeah, okay. So I need to finish separating these here, and I'm gonna go ahead and pause it so you don't need to watch me separate these. Okay, so I got all 3 of these with the clothing and gifts and technology supplies and a blue text indicated as a hyperlink. So now we need to add one more per the assignment. So let's kind of mimic what Amazon does. So let's see what Amazon does again. Let's do a search for shirts. If I could spell shirts. So say if somebody sees something like this and they want to click on it, what does it do? So let's create a page that'll be similar to this. Let's see what it looks like smaller. Okay, so it's basically the screen just smaller. And make it bigger so I can see it. Okay, so let's make it something similar to that. I go ahead and copy this page right here. Click on clothing page, Control C, Control V. And there it is. Go ahead and close some of the stuff up. So the clothing page would be shirts. Hawking College alumni t-shirt. Hawking College alumni t-shirt. So I'm going to get rid of, and I got them backwards again. So to fix that, that should be Hawking College alumni t-shirt. And this one should be what was it? Clothing page. Okay. So clothing page will take you, if you click on that, it's going to take you to a Hawking College alumni t-shirt page. So let's make this a little bit bigger.
Well, that's good now.
So we're going to get rid of this pink top because that's not what this page is about. Get rid of that and that and that. And let's see if they have any other pictures of this t-shirt. I'm assuming not, but let's double check. Okay, that's it. And looks like there was only came someone that one color, so that's probably why. So let's go ahead and put this bigger on here so people can see the details better. And just kind of like the Amazon page, we're going to put the content on the right hand side. Because as we've learned, like in the design thing, you know, we want to keep consistency. Most people know what Amazon is. And, you know, most people are aware of how the layout works. So let's follow the format of a very popular seller, such as Amazon. So we can make this bigger. Let's see if I drag it. It works well enough. It wouldn't be the greatest picture. It wouldn't be the picture I would use anyways. You know, if we were doing this for actuality, which we may end up, I don't know yet. Right now, it's for a project for us to work on. And so I would make this bigger, like the font's bigger. So instead of 10, it would be, I don't know, just try 24. And then move this down and be more descriptive on this. So it says it's royal blue shirt with Hawking College logo. Copy that and paste that on top of that. Royal blue does not need to be capitalized for this. Make this so okay. And I would take off the word shirt. It's obvious it's a shirt. And with white, Hawking College, I would lowercase white. And lowercase, I would add college. Lowercase L in logo. And lowercase the I in imprint. May change my mind on that later on. I don't know. Let's see what they got. They got all caps on theirs, the first letters. So let's go ahead and do that. I changed my mind for the major words, like white. L logo. And I in imprint. And the font, what was this? 24. Let's make this 24. And obviously we need to move some stuff. So, or make it smaller. Let's make it smaller. Let's make it 18. And make this 18. Move this down. Let's see, maybe this get some stuff situated here. And let's make that 18. As you can see, I'm just kind of resizing it for my increased font size. So what else do we have here with Amazon? It says the price ranges from $13.45, so we already got a price. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm not going to do the fit sizes. We only have the one, so I'm not doing that. And do we have any other descriptors like this has with, doesn't look like it. We can go ahead and put the SKU number, just might be used for some reason. And so I hit that, Control C, Control V. And gonna paste, copy that SKU number again. Paste it in here. And I want to put it underneath the image. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I'm trying to resize it so it's all in one line. There we go. Okay, so we got a SKU number underneath that. There was something else I was wanting to put on here. The sizes. Yeah, we can go ahead and put the sizes available. Let's see how Amazon did it. It was a similar concept. Select a button, select a size. So we could do that, but I was thinking of something else, but just for safe space, we'll just go ahead and do the button thing. So let's go ahead and click on the shape, click rectangle. And let's do, we're going to leave that gray. Gray looks good for that, I think. And hold on. Some cat meowing. So what was Amazon do for the buttons? It's gray, so we'll just keep it at gray. And it says select. So let's go ahead and do select the text and select. And did they have a little arrow? Yes, they did. So let's do that. Move it over to the left a little bit. And I want to do lines to see if I can try to make some sort of decent arrow. May end up doing the triangle thing again. Okay, that was more decent than I thought it was going to be. So we'll just leave it at that. I'm going to put the effects of the drop shadow. What else do they have here? So that's good enough for now. But that's pretty much one of the scenes that we can create. And then this would go as we build. Obviously, this is going to need a lot more scenes for every single item and everything else that comes with it, like the checkout page. So you can see that there's a lot of scenes that can be built. But what this kind of gives us, this was one, just to make it over a little bit. But this kind of stuff gives us like a preview of what it's going to be. And once we, like this right here, not the clothing page, but the alumni t-shirt, once we get everything like in a way that we like and it's consistent, everything looks the format the way we like, all we have to do is just change the information. And hopefully it'll be, a little less time consuming. But this is doing the layout. So this is, so they would go to this page after you would select, if they selected the alumni t-shirt image here. So we're going to select that, and then we're going to click prototype, and interaction is going to be on tap, and it's going to navigate to, and it's going to go to Hawking College alumni t-shirt. Okay. So let's go ahead and hit play. So somebody would log in and then go into clothing. Then they would click on that t-shirt and okay, goes to that t-shirt. And let's go ahead and finish some of the links here. So let's say if they clicked on gifts, on tap, navigate to, go to gifts. On technology supplies, on tap, navigate to. That's not what I wanted to hit. Oh. Okay, well. Okay, so gifts, go into gifts page. Okay. Technology supplies on tap, navigate to technology supplies. So I can already see some things where it's going to need an extra buttons or extra links because sometimes they may not want to go. They may want to go home. So that's something that we could add. And this would be an iterative process, meaning you would try it, you would do a test run on it with your user for the user experience, and then you would try it again. Okay, so what you would do is you would keep doing on this until you get a pretty good situation of what you want. So let's try this again. Restart. Trying to restart it from the beginning, and it's not wanting to cooperate. Restart. Okay. So they go to this, they log in, they're looking at clothing. They look at this alumni shirt, and I didn't make a page for the drop down, but there will be a drop down. Now let's click on gifts. They can go to the gifts. None of these are linkables. And then we can also go to technology supplies, and evidently I didn't link that. Oh, I didn't link those. So something else to go back to. Let's see where these go. So if somebody clicks on clothing, it's already clothing, but what if somebody clicks on gifts? On tap, navigate to, goes to gifts, technology and supplies, on tap, navigate to, technology supplies, clothing, on tap, navigate to, clothing, gifts. This is a gifts page, so we don't need to do that. Yeah, technology supplies, on tap, navigate to, technology supplies, for clothing, on tap, navigate to, clothing, gifts, on tap, navigate to, gifts. And this is technology supplies, so I don't need to navigate anything to that. Let's try this again. Okay, log in. Let's do clothing. Go to that, and okay. Let's go back to gifts. Okay, let's go to technology supplies. Okay, go to clothing. Okay, so obviously there's more things that we need to add in here, but we got some basic functionality going. We got some basic aesthetics going. We got some basic design going. So we would kind of, take this point and say, is this what we like? Do we like what we're doing? Do some user tests, and see what they think so far. Take notes of that, and build from there. Fix whatever needs to be fixed, and build from whatever needs to be continued to be built. Okay, so that's the end of this lesson on design exercise for using an existing system.